Everybody loves a good underdog story, and the Liberty Flames have been some of the best underdogs in college football lately. And a lot of it has been because of the spread offense brought by Hugh Freeze and continued by Jamie Chadwell. They've really leaned into the spread option, so we're going to talk about some play setups and personnel that you can use for some quick snap plays and some hot route combos online and in Dynasty. Let's hop into it. All right, before we start talking about personnel, let's understand a little bit what the Liberty offense tries to accomplish. This is a spread option offense, and they've got a ton of inside zone run plays. You're going to get a lot of power plays, and of course, you're going to get a ton of read option plays and some great triple options to run as well. And the goal is to establish the run and then hit them over the top with some huge deep shot plays. We're going to talk about some great route combos to open up some good plays, pull some zones down. But first, let's talk about the personnel that you need to run this offense effectively. Of course, the offense all starts with the quarterback, and Liberty's been getting it done the past 2 years with Kaidon Salter at quarterback. Of course, he is transferring this next year, but he is the prototype for what you need. 6'1", 200, you're going to run a lot of power reads and triple options, so really you want to have some meat on the bones for your quarterback. You want him to be able to take some hits, definitely a plus if they're over 200 pounds. I'm going to recommend an improviser or a scrambler. No need really for a field general. Of course, scramblers are going to have better deep accuracy and not as good medium accuracy, whereas improvisers are generally going to have better short and medium accuracy. But either one should work. What I really would say, though, is if you can get somebody with good break tackle and even good trucking, definitely carrying above 70 as well. For example, new UNLV quarterback Alex Orji transferring from Michigan. But in this game, if you wanted to take a team and change their identity, Alex Orji at Michigan, you could change him into a spread option team. Take a look at him. He's got 93 throw power, so he can hit those deep shots. 78 trucking is really, really good for a quarterback. 83 break tackle. Kaidon Salter has 87 break tackle, and that's the highest of any quarterback on the default roster. So 83 break tackle. Now, of course, the accuracies aren't necessarily there right now, but he can be improved. He is a young player, and then he also has 91 speed, 92 acceleration. And if you're looking to go for a little bit of a smaller school, maybe a little bit of action, how about Taj Bullock at Akron? He is a great quarterback for this. 6'3", 220. He 93 throw power, 77 trucking, 80 break tackle. He's also got 81 speed, 84 acceleration, and better accuracies than Orji does. 82 short, 78 mid, 73 deep is not great, but again, you can develop him. Then if you want somebody who's a little bit more advanced at throwing the ball, how about sophomore Devin Dampier at New Mexico, the Lobos, a former two-star recruit, but 6'1", 198. He's got 89 throw power, which isn't great. And of course, the trucking is not there. But like I said, he's a little bit more developed throwing the ball. He's got 79 break tackle, 81 deep accuracy, 88 short, 84 medium, and then 86 speed, 91 acceleration. One other thing I wanted to point out that I think is super cool and super important for this offense, if you do go for a scrambler quarterback, that option king trait, man, accuracy boost to quick pitches, and it gives a speed boost to your strong pitches as well. We know how finicky pitching can be in this game, so getting somebody with option king will be huge for your dynasties. If you are building your ultimate team, you've got a few really good options right now. I still think, and I may be a little biased, I still think the Black Friday Rush Cam Newton card is the best card for this offense. 94 speed, 95 throw power. He's got 93 change of direction, 88 trucking, 94 carrying. His spin and juke move are a little bit lower than I would like, but that's okay. He just runs through people. However, if you don't have the coin for him, there is a really, really good budget option down here. His name is Brendan Lewis. He is the quarterback for Nevada. Let me find him real quick. Yes, here we go. Brendan Lewis from Nevada. He just came out recently. You can get him for $30K if you look at the right time of day, but he's consistently up for $60K or less. 90 speed, 92 throw power. He hits 90 accuracy on all the accuracy thresholds, 94 throw on the run. He's got 92 carrying, 85 spin, 87 juke, and 85 trucking. We love to see it. Great budget option. All right, moving on to the running back position, Liberty has a stable of elusive backs, and I think that is the best kind of running back you can get for this offense. However, I wouldn't mind having a receiving back or two, and you'll see when we get on the practice field, we're going to throw a lot of wheel routes to our running backs, a lot of checkdowns to them, so maybe have a receiving back or two, but definitely you want to have running backs that have high change of direction, high break tackle, and good ball carrier moves, because you want to let them get loose. If you can't establish the run and pick up big chunks on the ground, you're not going to open up that deep run game, or that deep pass game, excuse me. Now, you want to talk about a great back for this offense at a small school. Let's talk about Kentrell Bullock at South Alabama, a 3-star elusive back. He's 85 overall, still only a junior, so you're going to get a couple years out of him. 89 agility, 87 change of direction, 86 juke move. He's got 77 catching, which is great. He is not a great route runner, but that's okay. He also has 79 stiff arm, 79 trucking, really, really good for an elusive back, and then 90 speed, 92 acceleration, really, really great. He also has bronze 360, which will help with his spin moves a little bit. I don't know why it says juke moves there. If you're looking at starting at an SEC school, though, how about Kaidon Durham, the freshman at LSU, 85 overall. You're going to have him for at least 3 years. Already 92 change of direction, 86 juke, 84 break tackle. He's got 77 catching traffic, 75 short route running. He's also got 77 trucking, 95 speed, 97 acceleration. Probably the best running back that you can start with. And then if you want a receiving back, UAB, the University of Alabama in Birmingham, has Lee Beebe Jr., a sophomore, former 1-star recruit, 5'10", 220 receiving back. Still not great route running, but he's got good hands, 76 catching, 77 catching traffic, and 84 change of direction. He's got a good juke move at 83. He's got 87 speed, 91 acceleration. So just an example of a receiving back that you can get. Really, the benefit of having a receiving back is this safety valve perk that you can get, because with that, he's going to have improved catching out of the backfield. And like I said, we're going to be running a lot of routes to our running backs. For Ultimate Team, there are really only 2 options for running back 1 right now, in my opinion, and it's either Reggie Bush or Quinshon Judkins. If you can afford to have both of them, go ahead and grab them. Any of these top row running backs are great. Of course, you probably don't have the coin for these if you're most people, so let's take a look at some budget options. I'm a really big fan of this Ollie Gordon here. He is a power back, but archetypes don't really matter as much in Ultimate Team because you can give him whatever ability you want. A little bit on the slower side, but I promise you he breaks tons of tackles. He runs like a beast. You can get him for anywhere from 40 to 60K depending on the time of day. He's also got good pass blocking, so you can leave him in the backfield to block for those deep shots as well. And then 93 overall Devin Neal is one of the better running backs I've used all year. He still kind of dices me up sometimes when I face him. You can get him for super cheap these days. Great ad if you're looking to run this offense in Ultimate Team. All right, moving on to wide receiver, you can see that Liberty is loaded with deep threats, and that's what I'm going to recommend. No qualifiers to it. Loaded up with deep threats because, like I said, once you establish that run game, you are going to go play action and look to take it over the top. You want people with height, speed, deep route running, maybe spectacular catching, and then a bonus if they're good at run blocking. All right, I've got you 3 solid deep threat receivers to look at that also have pretty good run blocking. Let's start with Jacoby Keeney James out of UMass, 6'1", 195, a senior, 86 overall, has 88 deep route running, 92 speed, 94 acceleration. But you can also see if you go back out into the roster, he also has 65 run blocking and impact blocking, which doesn't sound great, but if you look at other receivers comparatively, is actually pretty high. We got another option here with Army's Noah Short, who is not short. He's 6 foot tall, a deep threat, and of course, he's an Army man, so he's been working out. He can run block as well. He's got 78 deep route running, which isn't the best. Maybe you throw him in the slot, but he does have really good moves after the catch. He's got 94 speed, 91 acceleration, 81 spectacular catch. Really good for a mid-major program. And finally, let's talk about Jaden Greathouse, one of the best new cards in Ultimate Team, by the way. Great on Notre Dame's roster, though. He's a sophomore. He's got 85 deep route running, 87 catching, 86 spectacular catch, and he's also pretty strong. 75 strength, has like 65 run blocking. Really, really good option for this spread option offense. All right, if you're an ultimate team, you've got some really, really great deep threat options. Jalen Noel, Chris Olave, TJ Moore, Delvon Campbell, and Jaden Greathouse. All insane. Great height, good speed, just really, really great. All super expensive as well. Except for Greathouse, you can probably get him for around 200K, which is a lot less than these others. Campbell as well, around 200 to 250K. All these others are 500K plus. Xavier Worthy, if you can afford him, has 88 run block for some reason, which is really, really great. So I'm willing to overlook the fact that he's kind of tiny. He's a limited, so the minimum he can sell for is 175K. So if you buy him for 270K or whatever, you can use him when you're done with him and only lose 100K. So a really good pickup and somebody I recommend. Let's talk about some options that are a little bit more budget options here. I'm going to butcher his name, but Kelly Akarai from Mississippi State. You can get him for free from the solo challenges, the Tower of Power Pinnacle solo challenges, or you can buy him off the auction house for a little less than 100K. You've also got Jackson Meeks from last season, who has some really good height and really good catching ability, so you can get him for super cheap as well. And then another good rental is Calvin Johnson. You can get him for around 200K. Again, he quick sells for 175K. He's still really, really great. All right, let's talk about tight end now. You definitely want to have either vertical threat or possession receiver at tight end. Blocking is fine if you can get them with good receiving skills, but I prefer, probably the best thing is to go after a possession receiver or a possession tight end that has decent run blocking. You're gonna need good run blocking from your tight end to establish that run. If you can find a vertical threat with good run blocking, great. All right, let's talk about Carson Ryan here, the tight end for Utah. He is a possession tight end, really, really good for this offense. He's got good hands, 81 catching, runs pretty decent routes, but again, 80 strength, and he's got good blocking, 74 run blocking, which we love to see. He also has this wear down ability, which fatigues defenders when he wins pass blocks, so that helps as well. Another really solid tight end for this offense is Jalen Conyers out of Texas Tech. A senior, but he can really get your offense going in year one. 85 catching, 83 catching traffic, decent route running, but he's got 84 strength, 73 run block. Really, really great. He's also got bronze sure hands, silver balance, and bronze wear down. And then last but not least, a vertical threat, a sophomore Terrence Carter from Louisiana Lafayette, the Ragin' Cajuns. And he's got 85 short route running, 84 medium route running, 90 catching, really, really good, 73 strength, and 72 run block, which is really good for a vertical threat, 84 speed, 86 acceleration. Honestly, a prototype for this kind of offense. Now, if you're looking for a tight end with really good blocking and pretty good receiving, there's some really good options here in Ultimate Team. Eli Raridan is pretty good from Notre Dame, 91 speed, 6'7", 250 with 90 run block. You love to see that. You've also got Alex Honig from UConn. He's got 95 run block. And then for a really budget option, I love Oronde Gadsden from Syracuse. Here he is, his Nightmares card. 30 to 40K depending on the day. He's got 95 run block, 89 speed, 6'5". Really, really great option. All right, we're getting ready to hop onto the practice field and go over some setups. As far as your offensive line goes, if you want to get a pass protector at left tackle, maybe you can do that. Otherwise, I think just agile is going to be good because you're going to be pulling a lot of offensive linemen. You're going to be wanting them to climb to the second level. So agile or power with good mobility, either one will work. So I'm going to throw up some teams here on the side of the screen that I think are going to be good to start dynasties with spread option. While those are coming up, if you could just do me a favor, drop a like, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel, it would be really, really great. I'm really, really close to monetizing, so that would be really cool. I start making money from this, I can justify spending more time to make more videos. So that'd be really cool. But really, I appreciate y'all. Just share it. I want people to have fun playing the game. It's the most fun I've had with a football game in a long time. Let's hop onto the practice field. All right, before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to King Reggie. He is another YouTuber who does great college football videos, and I picked up a lot of inspiration for this from him. You're going to see a couple of setups that probably came from him, but I put my twist on a lot of stuff too, added some stuff in as well. The first two formations we're going to be looking at are strong and strong slot out of pistol. And you'll see I've got the twin halfback package in here for strong slot so that I've got both of my running backs in the pistol. But if you want, you can put your second running back, the one that you want in the backfield here, at fullback, at number one fullback in the depth chart, and they'll line up there. You won't have to worry about doing packages. Let's hop in here with Pistol Strong first. All right, first play we're looking at here out of Pistol Strong is triple option slip. Really great play to start establishing your run game. You're going to be reading the end man on the line of scrimmage here with the R over his head. If he stays upfield and stays in his position, we're going to hand it off to Judkins up the middle. If he crashes down on Judkins, we're going to pull it, run a little speed option with Cam and Reggie Bush. This time he stays in his position, so we give it to Judkins, easy 8 yards there. All right, so here you're going to see him crash down. We pull it, we pitch outside to Reggie Bush, and we've got us going out easy 10, 15 yards there. So again, we see the end man on the line of scrimmage crash down towards Judkins. We're going to pull the ball there, and now we're reading the pitch man Peterson. Make sure you pitch it before he makes contact. Do not get greedy, or that ball is going to go flying 20 yards backwards. All right, the next play we're looking at here is PA corner halfback slip out of slot strong. Here's what we're going to do. This is against cover 3. This is one of those setups that I got from Reggie I really love. We're going to put this outside receiver Greathouse on a comeback, and then we're going to put Bush, instead of being on a flat, we're going to put him in a streak. So what this is going to do is Greathouse on the comeback on the left side, he's going to pull that deep third from the cover 3 down. And then Reggie Bush is going to go run that streak. He's going to hopefully occupy that middle safety there. And then Sharp is going to run this corner route. Either it comes open or he occupies that defender and pulls them down. And Pena is going to come open for a huge bomb across the middle. Let's take a look and see how it plays out. All right, let's take the snap. We'll do a little play action here. And we got a little clear out. Boom. Trebor Pena, touchdown. Let's take a look at this instant replay, and I'll show you how this worked. We're going to hop in here. First things first, let's take a look. Jaden Greathouse on the outside runs this comeback route. So he's going to go deep and then cut back. So now we've got this defender occupied by Greathouse, this defender occupied by this corner out here with Sharp, which honestly, we probably could have fitted in here if we really wanted to. But now that we've got all those cleared out to the side, we've got this lovely pocket here where this defender here is having to choose between helping on Reggie Bush on the streak or covering Pena. So he's kind of frozen. We get this lovely pocket, dial it in there, and easy touchdown. All right, that was Pistol Strong. Let's look at Pistol Strong slot. First things first, the jet touch pass is cheesy. You're going to use it a lot, but we're going to take advantage of that motion with one of our plays. We're going to go ahead and hop in here first with my favorite setup that I got from Reggie here, which is PA levels. And what we're going to do, we're going to put the slot receiver on a streak and the tight end on a flat, and then motion the receiver over. So it mimics that jet touch pass, but then he's going to get set up. And hopefully what's going to happen is Pena is going to occupy the outside corner. Sharp, the tight end, is going to suck down any flat defenders. And hopefully this wheel route comes wide open for us. Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice catch, Reggie. However, if the the wheel does get covered, you do have check downs here. You've got your receiver, the X receiver running across the middle, and you've also got your flat route. So those are going to be your check downs. Say the wheel doesn't come open, you can just check it down here, get you a couple yards, 4 or 5 yards. Really nice play. All right, and the last play we're going to look at here in this set is PA boot left. What we're going to do is put our outside receiver on a comeback, again, to occupy that outside receiver. We're going to put this tight end on a streak, and we're going to hopefully get this corner route wide open here. So we're just going to do a play action. All right, they're going to play deep, but we have a nice little pocket there. Just throw it behind. Boom, Trebor Pena. Easy catch here. Again, come back on the outside receiver, streak on the tight end. You still have your check down running back if you need him, but oh, what a horrible throw by Cam there. But the receiver's going to come open. Let's do it one more time. Yeah, here we go. Play action. Going to boot out, set your feet, get that nice pocket. Easy 25, 30 yard gain. All right, the next formation we're going to take a look at is slot F wing. It's one of my favorite formations because it has a lot of plays that you can just run stock no adjustments, maybe one hot route, and you can just run it how it is. It's really, really great for quick snapping against players that like to make a lot of defensive adjustments, or in Dynasty when you're on the road, you can't make those hot routes and adjustments. Great formation here. All right, first play we're looking at is just halfback toss. It's a great play because it looks like it's set up as a power formation, but you're just going to toss it to the outside. Of course, we don't get the blocking there. However, you can get some really good blocking here and just kind of catch people out off guard as they stack the middle of the defense. Sometimes it helps if you go in and double team the end man on the line of scrimmage so that they're keying on him. That'll help you kind of pick that guy up. So there's a little tip for you there. Go in, double team, in man line of scrimmage. That'll kind of help key that guy there. Even though Micah Parsons is a beast, he tries to blow it up. All right, the next play we're looking at here out of slot F wing is Texas. And this is probably my favorite stock play in the game. Feel free to run it stock. You can stem down this corner route if you want to. Like if you're looking, like expecting pressure, maybe stem down the corner and try to hit it. But really your reads are going to be either the corner or, and if you're facing cover 3 like we are here, this streak by the tight end that kind of streaks towards the middle. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Should kind of come open across the middle there. Beautiful, find the pocket. Good pass there. Let's take a look at if you want to run this corner route. I accidentally, hold on, let me reset the play. All right, so if we want to run this corner route, let's try it not stemmed out. We've got a nice clear out here, and we should have a good pocket. But again, that's a tough throw. You got 3 defenders there. If you stem it down a little bit, you're probably going to be able to avoid that deeper defender helping out. So you get a little bit more of a pocket. That's a really good play there. Maybe I try and highball it. So that's really your second read. Your first read is going to be that tight end over the middle. And then, of course, if the user leaves the middle, you've got a lovely Texas route. And that's a beautiful thing. You know, the user goes to cover the tight end on the streak. You've got this Texas route by the running back. You can just throw it to them. Easy pickup over the middle. And then your check down is going to be your running back coming out into the flat. So if everything is covered and they leave him open, you can dump it off to your running back in the flat. All right, the next play we're looking at in slot F wing is double slant. And honestly, you can run it just how it is. But what I like to do is put the tight end on a streak, put the slot receiver on a streak. And then if you want, you can turn this block and release out route into just a regular out route so that you have a check down available. But really the goal here is to just let the streaks clear out the defenders, like your middle zones, and just hit the slant really quickly for a nice quick gain. And of course your running back is your check down. So you're going to look, okay, that didn't go very well. Let's try again. Everybody kind of ran into each other. Let's look again. And if it doesn't work, maybe I just scrapped this part of the video. All right, they clear everybody out. There we go. Now we got great house over the middle for a nice slant. Beautiful stuff. We'll run it one more time just to kind of show proof of concept here. We got tight end on a streak, slot receiver on a streak. Beautiful stuff here. And there's our slant route. Great house, the GOAT. All right, and finally in slot F wing, our last play is going to be PAY cross. This is another play that I just love running stock. You've got a zig route from Pena right here for a man beater. You've got your check down coming from your running back, Reggie Bush there. And then, of course, your primary read is going to be Bauer Sharp, the tight end, on this cross. So we're going to run play action here. It's hopefully going to suck down the middle, and we can kind of dump it over. Of course, they stayed deep there, so I probably should have looked at my check downs. Let's run it again. We're going to suck down the middle. We do have a little bit of a pocket there. There we go. Beautiful pass to Bauer Sharp. However, if you need to, you can definitely check down to a zig route. They're in cover 3 here, so it's not as open. But let's say they're in man. Let's put them in man real quick. So I've got them in a man blitz here. I'm going to be facing a lot of pressure. So we're going to pull it, and we're just going to hit this zig route. Beautiful check down, a little hot read against the blitz. All right, the next formation we're going to be taking a look at is split slot. You can run it how it is. However, if you want a little bit better run blocking, you can always switch the packages down here and get it to tight end slot. So you've got a tight end in the slot for better blocking. It's really kind of up to you. I kind of like running it with better receivers only because my receivers are better than my tight end right now. But again, you get better blocking if you throw the tight end in the slot. First play we're going to look at here is the shovel option. And the shovel option, I really just want to cover it because not a lot of people know how to run it. So you see 2 pitchmen here. That's kind of confusing. What's going to happen is you're going to run a speed option with Judkins, right? And, you know, if you're running that option and they crash on your quarterback, you're going to pitch it to your running back just like normal. However, you have a read before that where this first pitchman, Micah Parsons, if he rushes upfield, you actually have the option to shovel it forward to Reggie Bush, who's running in front of this option. So I'm going to run it real quick, and they are going to crash down. So I'll shovel it forward to Reggie. Now let's take a look at the instant replay here. So when I took this, our first read is Micah Parsons off the edge with the elbow pads there, and he's going to shoot down on this speed option quick. Now, in a regular speed option, you know, Judkins might be behind me here, and I might try to pitch it to him and stretch it, and we might get a couple yards. But with this option of Reggie here, he's LB. We're going to pitch it to him going forward, and now we've got an opening, and we get us 5 yards. Pretty easy without really doing anything. All right, so now I just ran this again, and this time, Micah Parsons, the first pitch read, he's going to crash down on Reggie Bush there. You see how he's crashing down on that shovel man? So now we turn it into a regular speed option where we're reading our second pitch man, and RB is actually the pitch button on this. We'll hit RB before we get contact, and we get a pitch outside to Judkins. Easy 15-yard gain. All right, next play we're looking at is PA halfback wheel, and you can really run it stock if you want, or there are a couple adjustments you can make. You can just put the outside receiver on a streak if you want, so he clears out a little better. You know, that's not bad. You can hit this wheel almost immediately. Easy 10-yard gain. You can also put the slot receiver on a streak and motion him over, and that gives you even more of a clear out, kind of tries to occupy these slot defenders. So you can do that as well if you've got a little bit more time. Of course, that guy should have made a play on that, but we still get some good yardage there. But either way, it's a really good play. You can also like put the slot receiver on a corner and put the outside receiver on a streak right there. That way you have a corner option as well if the wheel doesn't come open. But definitely make a decision and hit your check down first so you're not stuck throwing it away like that. But either way, it's a really good play. Personally, I think it's just really easy to just put that outside receiver on a streak and try to hit that wheel quickly. All right, another play here that just runs great stock. You don't have to make any adjustments. If you wanted to make an adjustment, you could hot route your running back to block so that he doesn't take the play action and run the curl route, so you have a little extra protection. However, you lose your check down. This is PA verts. So you are going to lose your check down. So if nothing comes open, you don't really have anything to throw it to. So you'll have to take off and run. Personally, I like keeping the play action on there and just running the play stock, especially against cover 3, because you're going to make that middle safety choose between one of these streaks. We're actually going to back up the ball here because this really is a deep shot kind of play. So I really like running it stock, especially against cover 3. You're going to make somebody make a decision on these streaks. You're going to try to let stuff come open. If it doesn't, though, you do have your comebacks and your checkdowns. That was a pretty poor example right there. But those comeback routes do a good job of splitting those outside zones. So really, let's go into instant replay here and show you what you're looking for. When you run this, you're going to run your play action, and you got these 2 streaks running across the middle. And if these middle defenders guard them, then they're cooked. You know, you can't really throw them to them. I probably could have tried to fit it in over Micah there, but they did a good job of sending their middle defenders on them. So in that case, I do have a check down wide open. I don't have to try and make a play. Your running back is just sitting there wide open because the middle defenders are chasing. But you also have these deep defenders getting pulled by the streaks. So these comeback routes are just settling in soft zones in between the cover 3, which is really great. And we ended up going to the one on the other side, and we get it right over the defender's head for a nice gain to Jeremiah Smith. Now, of course, you have triple options and such out of this formation as well, but we've already gone over triple options and how to run them, so we're not going to waste your time too much. I do want to go over the power read, which is really great, just to make sure you're reading it properly. As opposed to regular read options, you're actually reading the opposite man on the line of scrimmage. So we'll be reading Micah Parsons here. And if he stays on the line of scrimmage and tries to contain that outside run, we're going to keep it with the quarterback and run up the middle. If he crashes down, we're going to hand it off to the running back and let him run outside. So let's see right here. He's going to take the running back. We take it with Cam. He gets tackled, but we get an easy 3-4 yards there. We'll run it again. This time he crashes down. We hand it off to Bush. He gets to the outside, gets chased down by Quincy Bryant. My defense is demonic in Ultimate Team. So, you know, if we're getting chased down by people, it's not really a huge deal. But you can see the concept here where if he stays upfield, you're keeping it, you're running. Dude, that Quincy Bryant card is so good. Oh my gosh. And then when he crashes down, we run to the outside. Reggie's got room. Beautiful stuff. All right, we got 2 more formations we're going to go over. The next one is going to be Deuce Close because you love a good compressed set. And the first play we're going to be looking at is RPO read flat wheel. Yes, it is a cheese play, but yes, it works. First option is the read option. You're just going to run it like a regular read option. Micah Parsons is your read man on the right side of the line there. You know, if he crashes down, we keep it. The quarterback can run it. However, as you can see, it's a little bit different than a regular read option because we had options there. Now, if the flat is left wide open, we're going to have Y there, and we can just dump it off to him. Beautiful, easy gain. Get it out of your quarterback's hands so he doesn't take big hits. And then again, if the defense fully crashes down, you can always look for the wheel out there. Of course, it was covered. I just threw it to kind of show you. But if the whole right side of the defense crashes down, that wheel is a nice quick throw option as well. One other thing that you can do to make this a little bit easier, especially if you're getting like tough blitzes, you can move your tight end over and motion him into this wing set, and then you can really dump it off to him even quicker here and just kind of get up. This is really, really good against those that like to run mid blitz, pinch buck zero, crossfire, all that good stuff. All right, next play we're going to be looking at is mesh spot. I know a lot of people hate guarding mesh spot. You can obviously run it stock. You know, try to mix up the user and just throw it to whoever's not guarded over the middle. Absolutely, you can do that. However, you can also do this where you block your running back and then your B receiver or your outside receiver use up on the D-pad to put them on a deep cross, and it'll look like this. And what's going to happen is hopefully these mesh tight ends are going to hold these front defenders down. Great House on the streak is going to clear out the left side, and Pena should come open in a soft spot in the zone there. So we're just going to run it, and then we'll throw it to him. Nice play there by the GOAT, Igbenomini, or whatever his name is, Igbenosin from Ohio State. But you can see there was a pocket to throw it to, and there we go. Beautiful stuff. Let's look at the instant replay to show you kind of how that works. So basically, we're running that streak with Great House, and he's going to run off this deep defender. Goodbye. And then we've got these meshes running, and once they cross the middle and get over to the flat, they pull down these curl flat defenders. So now you've got that opening right here, right? And you just got to fit it in there and make the catch. I mean, that's like a 25-yard gain. All right, another play that I really love that you can absolutely run stock is post wheel. I really just love the return route on the tight end. So you can kind of do whatever you want with this. I might send like these two guys on streaks. So now that you've got like some clear out routes and you can look for the wheel, or you've got some check downs there, I might block the running back, something like this. Now I can look for the wheel on the outside. I got too much pressure. Should have stayed in the pocket. You can do whatever kind of route combos you want with it, or you can run it stock. But honestly, that tight end return route is just the best, man, because it's a great man beater. It's going to come open unless they're shading inside, basically. So you can really do whatever you want with this. Like I said, maybe run some clear outs and try to get the wheel open or something to that effect, like fit it over the defender there. That's a tough throw, but you see what I'm saying? However, I just wanted to point it out because you have a really great check down in this tight end return route from Y that's really going to come open pretty much every time. All right, the last play we're going to look at is corner goes. I stole this one from Reggie for sure. I'm not a huge fan of this one, but he found some success with it. What he does here is he's going to put this tight end on a corner and the outside receiver on a zig. So you've basically got, you're reading the corner and zig out here. and hoping to hit one of those. And then your check down is the underneath tight end who comes back. And then, of course, that double route on the outside is potentially going to come open. This is not my favorite setup. However, it is a different look that you can give people. Nice pick there by Will Johnson, the GOAT. All right, last formation we're going to look at is Y off trips. Let's hop into it. The first play that we're going to look at is PA double post because I got two setups for you. All right, PA double post is a pretty good play, except those overlapping posts, they just take too long to develop. So really, if you want, you can just send that outside receiver on a streak clear out and just kind of look for the wheel route. And then maybe the post can come across and develop if you have a lot of time. But you see how the streak kind of cleared out there for the wheel route, even though Bauer Sharp dropped it. I need to upgrade tight end, man. I'm getting sick of Bauer Sharp and his fake card art. But you can see here that just by putting this guy on a streak, he quickly clears out this defender. And this wheel route's going to come open over those zones. Really awesome. Or something else you can do that's a little bit more complicated that I like doing is you can put the other receiver on a streak on the left side, and then you can just motion this slot receiver over. And now you've kind of got a post corner. So you've got a corner that you can look at on the left side, or you can look at this route combo on the right side. We'll look at the left side first, see if this corner comes open, and he does. We make a good throw. Great house. Beautiful. Now back at it, same setup. We'll streak the X receiver, motion over, great house. And we've got some good looking stuff here. We can read the wheel on the outside, or if the middle comes open, we can hit that post route. Neither one is open. I like the left side more. So what I would say with this is your first read is going to be this corner route here. You're getting a clear out from your outside receiver looking to hit the corner. And then if the user follows that corner route, you should have this post route come open. You can also like stem the post route down a little bit, or just like hot route them into a slant or something like that. And then if they follow that corner route, that'll come open. But the corner is going to come open pretty consistently until they start specifically defending it. All right, next play we're looking at is RPO bubble Y pop. This is a bit of a confusing play because you're like, how am I supposed to make 3 reads before they decide whether to hand off to the running back? You're not really. You're supposed to, before the snap, you really want to look and decide which read you're looking for. Am I reading the bubble screen? Am I reading the outside? So right now it looks like maybe Pena on the outside has solo coverage. So maybe I can hitch it to him. He's got some cushion. So I'll just try to read him. And he does get some cushion there, and we're able to throw it. On the other hand, you can choose to read the right side here, and if the slot defender there goes to help the tight end, you could probably bubble it out. If he goes to cover the bubble, you might have a window for the tight end. You just got to kind of read that there, and you do have a bit of a window for the tight end. Not great, though, there. I tried to force it. Honestly, the rule of thumb here is if you don't have a huge window, just run the ball, because you can see I'm trying to fit it into a tight window here, and I'm just getting an incompletion where otherwise I can just hand it off, get 4 or 5 yards, and move on to the next play. All right, next play we're looking at is flood halfback swing, and you have a couple options here. You can absolutely run this stock, and it's a really good play. The 2 streaks are going to clear out, and then your tight end is going to run an out route against man coverage, and he's going to settle down on a curl against zone coverage. That's really, really great. One thing I don't like about that is that your other receiver to the left there running the dig can run a defender into your tight end. So really, if you want to put him on like a post maybe, so that he's not running somebody, or even like a speed out, I mean, you're really not reading him. So you want him to like, or maybe even a comeback, something to occupy those defenders on the outside. And then, of course, you have your check down to Judkins or your running back if the pressure comes in. So you can see right here, he settles in zone. I didn't really have anything open. So you can see right here, Judkins, I mean, they're covering those deep passes. It's really a really easy check down. And all you're looking for is if those middle defenders crash down on this check down, then you're going to look for your tight end. He's going to either settle in zone in the curl or run the out route in man coverage. This is zone. So, you know, he's going to settle down in that curl. But, I mean, really, it's a really easy check down. So if I go back here, though, and switch them over to man coverage, Now I've got him in man coverage. And by the way, this is vertical Y option, not flood halfback swing. Sorry about that. So in man coverage here, you're actually going to be looking for your backside receiver coming on the drag. Because what's going to happen is you'll get a linebacker or somebody, he's going to shoot down to the flat. They're going to cover the running back. And then the tight end is going to run the out route. He'll carry that receiver with him. And it should leave the middle open for that drag to come across. And it does. And we'll hit him and he drops it. But let's take a look at the replay and show you how that worked. So at the snap, the middle linebacker is going to shoot down to cover the running back. And then you've got number 7 there. Eamon Wari is covering our tight end, number 10. And so our tight end is running an out route there, clearing him out. And now we've got a wide open middle of the field, just running an in route against man coverage. All right, y'all, that is going to wrap things up for us here with the Liberty Playbook. I am having a ton of fun with this. Might even get some streams in running it soon. Might even start a new series of me trying to win a national championship in Ultimate Team. What? I'm an offline player. But you know what? It's that much fun. Y'all, I appreciate you checking it out. If you like the video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Share it with your friends. As always, I super appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great one. Peace out.